Hello and welcome everybody. It is me, Jen, the Taxidermy Witch. And we are here to show you my beautiful besom. Isn't it amazing? Up top with the peacock feathers. I finished it. It's oh so pretty and oh so big. It's still taller than I am, but I did trim it down a little bit. But we're here today to make parchment paper. I have one thing to tell you guys, and it's crazy. I didn't know that reading books was in any way a copyright law, but somebody messaged me and said reading books can really get me in trouble and all of this stuff. So F it, you guys. I guess we can't read books anymore, but there's tons of stuff I can show you how to do for witchcraft, etc. I guess I have to make my own notes upon the books and not just read them, or else I can get in real big trouble. So that's what's going on. Let's say hello to who's here, and then we will start. Hello, Dark Dragon Bloodlord 333. I love the number 333. Marilyn Casadia. Hello, Silver Willow. Whitney's here. What's up, girl? I've been talking to you all morning. Earthly Taurus. Oh my God. Yeah, Earthly Taurus, right? Because you do your almanac every morning, right? But here's the thing. It's not a big deal now because we're small channels. But if we get bigger, and then more people notice that, I don't know. I don't know if I need to take down all my videos. I'm just like, what do I do? You know, what should I do at this point? So, be young. If you watch this, please give me some advice. Should I take all the videos down? I'm just like, I've read out of books in almost every video, so I'm quite scared at the moment. Because, you know, you can really get in legal trouble. So the rest of my videos, I'm really going to try to focus on just adapting little parts out of the book, I guess, because you could do a book review. I don't even understand how I'm supposed to do this, you know, teach you guys out of Scott Cunningham's books without reading them. So maybe from now on I'll just take a working from Scotty's books and tell you that it's adapted from his books. I'm quite confused on what to do at this point with my channel. But the good news is I'm an artist, I'm a creative, and I know how to show you content of my very own. Hey Drogler, how are you, honey? Earthly Taurus says, yeah, I do the almanacs, but I do have their links for my books in each video. Oh shit. That's what I need to be doing. Him wonder if that's okay. I don't know. I have no idea, but I always credit the author. Insane Paranormal Jen, you need to double check that because copyrights are, so you haven't got the rights to copy them, print them. Right. So, you guys, there's a big chance I might have to take down all my videos. But we'll leave it at that. I'm going to discuss it with B. Young because she's really helpful when it comes to copyright things. So, I have to say right now, if I've offended any authors, I apologize. If you would like me to take my content down, I will. All you have to do is ask. I have not made any money off of reading other people's books, per se. So, we're going to do some parchment paper. That's why we're here. This morning when I was flipping through my YouTube stuff, I saw this thing on watercoloring with tea, making watercolor, you know, paint with tea, and I was like, oh yeah, that's how I make my parchment paper. Why don't I show everybody my parchment paper? Hey Debbie, hello Lola, hello Moonflower. So we're gonna make some parchment paper, and if all my videos get taken down, now would be a good time to make notes on everything, I have to say. So there's that. I know you guys will still be here. It'll be okay. I don't know if I can look through 900 videos and figure out which one I read from and which one I don't, because pretty much everyone I read from. So here I've just got some like cardstock type paper, and it's got a little kind of pinkish white hue to it, and it's just, it almost feels like that parchment paper, and once we get it soaked in this, it's really going to, you'll see how it goes, but this is fantastic. So you need to get a bowl to put the tea in. I love using all these earthen bowls that Alex made in his pottery class. They're just so energetically perfect for me because, you know, they were made for me and my workings, or they were made for him and his plants, and I just love those things that he made by hand. See, Jekshay Farms, that's his YouTube channel, that's his, you know, brand name. So, I have this to get the, I'll probably just make 3 sheets of parchment right now. The rest of the side. 1, 2, 3. Is this a good angle? Are you guys seeing things well? That looks awesome, my second pottery. Yeah, I mean, he took a class and everything, and he took 2. Ooh, medieval market, that sounds good. Hello, Ricky. Hello, Mama Hennessy. Okay, so we've got, I think we put 7 tea bags in here. And then I left a little bit of room so that I could get the, hello, Wild Witch. I left a little bit of room so that I could get the paper in there. But you just really want to squeeze the tea bags. Now listen, I did not use PG Tips for this because PG Tips is precious to me. I used Tetley's, but I did use a British English breakfast. It gets a really nice dark color to it. And Tetley's is fine if you don't have PG Tips, but the store was out of PG Tips and I just almost had a freak out. I'm like, you can never run out of PG Tips! So next time I just need to get 2 boxes. And before the second box is gone, I need to buy another one because I had a little panic yesterday without my PG Tips. So we're just, you can use a number of tea bags that's special to you. I resonate with the number 7, 9, 11, 13, 3. So, I think I used 7. We'll count 1, 2, 3. And you're noting all of this in your book of shadows, what you're doing. Jennifer, do not read out of books and I cannot believe if I have to take down all those videos. That's so much work. Not to take them down, the work of the video. Alright, so we're getting all of that out of there. Now, if you were drinking tea, you would never want to squeeze the tea bag because that releases the bitterness of the tea. But in here, it doesn't matter. It just is going to give us more color when we get all of that herb squeezed out of the tea bag. So 5, 6. Hello, Thomas. How are you? Insane Paranormal, you think I should keep reading until I get sued? My biggest fear is being in the legal system. I do not want to be a part of that at all. So, I just need your guys' advice on what I should do. Yeah, I could take down all my videos. That would be horrible. That would break my heart. But, you know, it's been kind of a hard year. We lost Maggie this year. We lost Chloe. We lost Otis. And it's just been real difficult pet-wise. Okay, so I've got my tea bags out. I did have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tea bags in this big, I think this is a quart jar, like a quart mason jar. And you can notice that I left a little room in here. Oh, make them private? Oh my god, I could send them all over to Patreon. I'll send them all over to Patreon. Hey, let's do it. I think I would be protected that way. Okay, so here's what we've got. We've got a jar of really dark tea. Look, you can't see through it. It looks nice and muggy. Look, there's Claire. There's no Claire. There's Claire. There's no Claire. Hello, Claire! Hello, everybody who's here. If you are liking this video, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you want to see any of my old videos, you better do it now because I just learned that reading in videos is not okay. Alright, so you take your paper, and you want it to look old, right? You want it to look nice and old and worn and parchment-like and you can use these for, oh gosh, what is the word and I can't think of it. So tear it around the edge, and don't tear too much off, but make sure you get kind of like an interesting edge. Okay, just kind of tear it. After it dries is when we can do the burning of the edges if we like. Oh, good! Good, Juggler. What did you download? I like the edge pieces when they're just like... Hi, Foxcrafty Fierce. How are you, honey? Oh, menstruation stuff. Yeah, that's awesome. Traveler, I'm so glad that you took a look at those videos because I think they're really interesting for men to watch, you know? People don't think about men's opinions on the subject too much, but I always love it when I get comments from men on those videos. Definitely. Okay, so we've got this, right? It's looking all old and weird and kind of decrepit. That's what I want. Jen, look up what Insane said. Insane said... Going back. Jen, when you read back, read what Insane Paranormal been writing about copyright. Okay, hold on, guys. I just gotta read this. The exclusive and assignable legal right given to the originator for a fixed number of years to print, publish, perform... I need it in English. Like, what does that mean? The exclusive and assignable legal right given to the originator or a fixed... I'm sorry. I read what she said, but I'm not very literate, you guys, and I have to admit that. I'm just not that smart with words. Okay, so if somebody wants to put that in simple English for me, you can. So I don't know how many pieces of paper we're going to get to fit in here, but if you get the paper crumpled up, because we're just going to go ahead and take this beautiful thing and just crumple it. Crumple it, because that's going to give it that really old, worn look. Now when I crumple it, and I have my rings on, I can really hold my intention. Yeah, Thomas, you're really good at explaining things to me. And I'll just be honest, you guys, I will tell you when I don't know a big word. Lola says, please, yes, please, because I didn't understand either. And I know you're saying it in the exact right way, it's just I'm not, I guess, understanding. Okay, even if you read a children's book on your, which I know so many witches, and my friend, like, I'm not going to throw out names because I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but, like, almost every witch I know has read a book on their channel. Like, whether it's a children's book for fun, or a book on herbs, or whatever, I don't know. So we get it into a big crumpled ball, and we put it in there, and we get it all the way down. I always like to use a wooden spoon, just to get those, like, lovely energies and not have any kind of, like, crappy silverware in there. No offense. We have crappy silverware. That's why I bought these wooden spoons. So it's really kind of beautiful when it's in there, and you let it soak for as long as you want, you know. You could take it out right away and it would just be barely colored. But if you let it soak for a little bit, it's going to get a lot of color. Let's just see what it looks like if we take it out now. Okay, so this is kind of the look it's going to have. And I've done a video on an indoor clothesline, which I'm going to go hang it on after they're dry. And we'll see that second part to the video, like parchment paper part 2, since I don't edit, which I love, and I know you guys appreciate as well. I don't think you can keep this in there for too long, because it might disintegrate. I can't remember, really. I usually take it out after a couple of hours. So, alright. What are we talking about? Drinking menstrual blood? You gotta be really, really, really careful, guys. Jen and Paranormal. I'll Skype Jen a message. Okay. Alright. No worries, guys. Thomas will help. Insane Paranormal, thank you so, so much. Okay. I used to menstruate all the time. Turned out it was cancer now, and I don't know why. Wow. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't... Okay. I usually wear a necklace when I'm menstruating, but I've decided not to show that on the channel anymore because I don't want people to know when I have the most power. Because when you have a bigger following of people, that means that there's going to be people that don't like you. And I don't need them to know when my magic is high and when it's low. You know, that's for me to... So, you know, my spirit guides just told me, like, hey, keep some secrets to yourself to keep your power. Get it to where you're happy with it. You know, if it looks too straight and not crooked enough. I mean, and that sounds hilarious. It's too straight and not crooked enough. But here we go. Hey, Zale, my king. How are you, darling? So Dragular says drinking menstrual blood seems to give him a lot of energy. Is that what you're saying, Dun? I feel it gives you a lot of it's kind of magical to you. Absolutely. If you have a partner, and I'm not being silly, okay, but I'm not a doctor, and just know that menstrual blood can potentially be something that could make you ill. If you weren't careful. But I know plenty of people that are partners with each other, and they when they're having their relations, their intimate time, they drink from the source. And I'm not being funny, I'm just being honest. And like I said in those videos, and I attached the links, didn't I, Draugler? Did you go to the website that I attached where it has all the stories of the men that were in their 70s and they drank menstrual blood, and their hair turned from white back to black, and they were running marathons, and their diseases were leaving their body. But the other thing is that menstrual blood could really make you sick. You know, if somebody was not taking care of their body and they had a lot of toxins in their body, then you could potentially get very sick from drinking that. But I think I talk about in my videos, you can definitely drink your own. But again, that could make you sick. So you really need to check in with your doctor. Get a Luna cup. It's kind of the first step to collecting menstrual blood. I know a lot of people that just go out and bleed freely. Like, just bleed, I'm not going to describe it, but bleed freely. And just go outside and kind of sit over a tree and flow. Let that happen. Yeah, and Dragular says it's only made him feel good so far. And I love these testimonials. I won't lie. It really helps me out to say that I have personal friends that use this method, and it's working for them. And thank you for sharing, because that's not something that a lot of people do want to share. But I would always, if you were going to drink it, it would need to be fresh, right, Draugler? Do you agree with that? Okay. So here's our third piece, and it's going to fit inside the tea. Sprinkle it up, baby! Oh, I'm not ashamed of saying it either. You know, you guys know that men and women are who I appreciate when I'm in a relationship, one or the other. And, you know, I'm bisexual. And so, you know, that from the source. But you really have to be careful, y'all. You have to be careful, because you can, that's a love spell in its own. Drinking someone else's moon blood is, you can fall terribly, terribly heavily in love with that person. And if they break up with you, it's so, so hard. Okay. So we've just kind of got this, like, meddling in there, muddling. The ones on the bottom are probably really awesome, but we've got a lot going on in there. We're just going to let it wait a while. Maybe I can chit-chat with y'all for a while, and then we could dry it. It might not take that time to get colored, but the longer that you leave it in there, obviously the darker that it will be. You could put something over top so it stays down, even just kind of shoving the spoon over the top so it all stays down and under. That worked. Okay. So, gosh, you know, we've got all these scraps left over, right? These big scraps of paper. You can make them into bookmarks. You could make them into little petition papers of their own. You could write on them and put them in little jars, you know, little words, and burn them. You could burn your intention into the astral. What else could we do, y'all? Hey, Justin Townsend and Amethyst Moonstone, how are you guys? So good to see you. Madam Butterfly's here. Hi, darling. So, Darkpool's here. Hello, honey. So what I was saying is that there's a lot of videos I'm going to have to take down because I read books in them. And apparently you can't do that. So, I've got like 900 videos. We'll probably end up with about 200. So if you guys want to get anything noted down, it's like, no offense to Tequila, but we didn't get a warning from her that she was taking her stuff down. I'm giving you the warning now. I don't want to get in trouble. And I don't want, more than get in trouble, the moral value of it. I didn't know that reading books to people was breaking any laws. Now I know, and I feel like shit. I feel like I owe like a ton to Scott Cunningham's family, you know? So I'm not going to cry. I've already been crying this morning about Otis. It's just one of those days, but I'm getting so much done, and I'm really happy, and my Besom turned out so, so good. Look at it. It's amazing up there. Right at Effie's little feet. So this parchment paper will work out really good. We're going to put it on my clothesline that's right up here. But I actually think I'm going to put it outside on the clothesline. So A, it dries in the sunshine and air because I kind of like that. And sometimes spider webs even come and attach to them when they're drying because it takes a couple days. Best time to do parchment paper is in the summer though, you guys, because in the summer you have the sun drying it. Also, if you like wrote a petition to Ra, or, you know, a sun god, and you had that sun beating on that petition, I feel like that would be really fun and cool and interesting. Yeah, I know it sucks, but I'm giving you guys a warning. If you want any of that information, you gotta go now. It's been 4 nights and I just can't talk about it anymore, you know? I know you guys are just being sweet and caring and everything, but I'm not giving up hope. But here's the deal, like, there's a point where you gotta just, like, stop crying about it. So, that's what I'm doing. I'm really trying to get through it and everything, and, this 2 weeks, I'm packing up and getting ready to move, and then the next month I'll be moving, and, it's gonna be a really frickin' good change. I can't tell you how much I need this move right now. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, we were thinking we could just put all the videos that had books in them over to Patreon, but then that still doesn't make my heart feel good. Like, am I really doing a disservice to the author? I don't think I've ever done a disservice to Scott Cunningham or his family that's living. I honestly think that I'm trying to get people to buy their books. Every time I hold up Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs, I say, not every time, but most times I say, if this book cost $1,000, I would start making payments today. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm advertising the books, and I got a message from Jake Richards, and we communicated on Backwoods Witchcraft, so I know that book I can read because the author gave me permission, but that was kind of after. What did Thomas say? And you guys said exactly. For peace of mind and heart, you have to stop talking about it all the time. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, Otis, exactly. If it was also from the Angel Legend was advertised. Hey Kitty, how are you, honey? Nice to see you. I'm sorry I missed your comment. You're always late for these. That's okay. You're here, hun. Loads of us have bought this book since you've shown them to us. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a book review is worse than what I do. A book review is like their opinion, and then like you're either gonna want to tell them to get it or want to tell them to not. And I feel like I've never done a disservice to any of the authors. I've always had, if I had something that I didn't agree with, I always said, but everybody go your own way and do your own thing. So I'm just saying, like, I wish there was a person I could call and talk to on YouTube, like a representative, and say, hey, what do I need to do? I didn't know. You don't have to take them down. I've seen a lot of your videos and you say the author and give them credit. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I had this big message this morning that scared the shit out of me, so. Yeah, Jen, reread when you get the chance. Ooh, shit. Where did all the comments go? Yeah, if you make previous videos private on Patreon and try make things clear that you are sort of advertising the book and encouraging us to buy the book. Okay, I just don't know what to do, you know? So, I guess I meditate on it, you know? So let's take a look and see how the parchment paper's doing, and if we Jen, what did the message say? It said, well, I don't still have it, but it said basically, and I'm not quoting this person, like, what you're doing is breaking copyright laws. you have to get permission from every single author that you read the book from, and some other stuff, but that was the gist of it. And so it was pretty, thanks hon. Thank you. It was pretty upsetting to hear that, because I've never done a disservice to any author, and okay, here's the A. Every single witch that's read a child's book or any book from start to finish has done what I've done. And I'm not going to throw out names, but we know who we are. If you've read a book on your channel and you didn't write it, you're breaking a copyright law. The reason I think that you don't get a ding like you do with music is because so many people do it. I actually don't know how anything really works, but it's just a guess. Let me tell you something else. Teachers in school read books. I know, and that's breaking copyright law. If you sit in a library and you read a book to a group of children, that's breaking a copyright law. I swear to you. I swear it. So do we think that I'm going to be the one who gets, you know, a lawsuit on? I don't know, but I don't want to be a part of the system at all. I want to get off the freaking grid. I'm going the other way. Older books are in the public domain. Okay. Well, I mean... Right, and after all this time, Jezebel says, hi Jez baby, she says, if YouTube haven't copyright striked you, you're fine. Right, but I've gotten 2 strikes on music, and if I get 1 more strike, I have to make a new channel. So I'm kind of like, I have this stress on my shoulders of like, you know. So, good news is I'm just, from now on, coming up with completely my own things, and then... I'm sad I can't read Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs to you guys anymore. It fucking breaks my heart. Books before 1922 are fine. Okay, good. So here, I've got one. I've got my eugenics book. It's from 1909. Let's just read the eugenics book all day. I'd love to read to you guys one of the worst books in the world, by Kinsey. The Kinsey Method. Sexual Behavior of the Human Male, Sexual Behavior of the Human Female. One of the most damaging books in history, right next to Mein Kampf, and the one that Chairman Mao wrote. And I want it in my hands. It's the worst thing ever. If you guys know Kinsey, please, and you know about Kinsey and life before Kinsey and after Kinsey, please tell me. The older folks here, and if like Joyce watches this later, or some of my older viewers, they probably know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a horrible CT. It's not a T anymore, it's just a C. Can refer to books but not quote them exactly, or it doesn't see, and so I've been reading books to you guys, and apparently that's not okay. Hey Wiccan, how are you, man? We are making parchment paper. It's soaking right now in some really strong English breakfast tea. I read Mein Kampf too. I own it. I want to own all of those books that are damaging, because I want to read them and see what people were reading and how our world developed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Wiccan, we just found out that I'm gonna have to like hide most of my videos or take them down because I've been reading out of books, and so that's a copyright break, and I apologize. I'm so sorry. Hey Herbal Medicine, how are you, honey? Hey Wiccan, what are you up to, man? What are you up to? I haven't seen a video of yours in a while. How have you been doing? Tracy says, just rephrase from the book as you... Yeah, okay. See, I can do that. If it says energy is Venus, I can go, Venus is the energy of this plant. I mean, all we have to do is, just like we're taking notes in high school, we can't copy it exactly because that's plagiarism. YouTube wants you to make your own art. So if I can make my own art and just adapt Scotty's workings to my own, maybe that's what will make the base of the channel, you know? Adapting Scotty's workings. Just been busy moving your sister around. What did Thomas say for an awesome idea? Yeah, I'm going to switch him over to Patreon, Tracy. Yep, exactly. But it's going to take a lot of time, but you guys are going to get so many videos thrown your way that you probably have never seen. Uncle, for those of you on Patreon, if you're not on Patreon, it's in the description, and so is my Etsy. Uncle Badger says, get the channel classified as educational so that you will be referring reference books for educational purposes. If you know how I go about that, Thomas, please let me know, because that sounds like a great idea. But yes, I need to rephrase. Insane Paranormal says, Thomas, but if Jen wants more subs, she'll need to class it under entertainment. Yeah, I don't care about my number of family members on the Taxidermy Witch. I care about the quality. And I know you guys understand that completely. I don't know if I ever want to get as many subs as Lady Gravedancer had. You know, and she had like 46, or she has about 46,000 subscribers. Right now I have 2,000. And I feel like I am able to talk with you guys in the chat. But if you've been to one of Lady Gravedancers and there's 110 people in there, she can't talk to you guys anymore. And I don't want to get to that point. You know, what I want from life is to be able to do this with a small amount of subscribers and still be able to talk to everybody. Yes, all the book workings, adapt them, make copies of stuff out of the books and then refer to the copy, not the book. Okay, honey. Yeah, I mean, I gotta figure it out. My passion and my purpose is to teach you guys what's in these books. So I just have to adapt it, and I apologize to any of Scott Cunningham's family that I may have took away from. Where's the tissue in this place? Oh my gosh. So yeah, I just feel bad. I'm not even upset. I just feel bad. Who is Lady Gravedancer? Her name is Tequila, and she had a channel, but it's not up anymore. And she is who I call my mother of witchcraft, and I call Scott Cunningham my father of witchcraft. I always like to have like a male and female influence, and whenever I think of, you know, almost like a demigod. I know that that sounds weird, but if you know what a demigod is, then that's kind of how I feel about them. So anyway, I don't know how to apologize enough if I did something wrong. Tequila's on Facebook now. She's just not on YouTube from what I've heard, but I'm not on Facebook. I don't know. Okay, so Lola says, Jen, don't feel bad. Many people bought his books because of you. I'm about to get the red book because you told us the difference. Yeah, absolutely, you guys. So I hope I'm doing right by the family, but I just want to apologize if I'm apologizing out loud to the world if I have done anything wrong, and I was only trying to benefit the author and the family and get more of their books sold, because I don't monetize my videos, you know, I'm not doing that. So anyway, I'm done crying about it. Yeah, so you know what the sucky thing is about Facebook? I heard, because I don't go on Facebook, but I heard she's not letting any more people in. She's only keeping it as small as it was. And I think I know why. I think it's because she got to the point where she couldn't talk to many people, like I'm feeling as my channel's growing. It's harder to talk to people in the live chat. And live chat's my favorite thing because I get to see you guys and talk to you guys and show you what I'm up to, etc. So speaking of that, let's talk more about the parchment paper. Oh look, 31 and 13. I love that. Let's go down. And again, I don't think you need to soak it for terribly long, but the longer that you soak it, the darker it'll be, because look how dark it is now. You know, it's a nice, crinkly... You can squeeze the water out. Or tea, excuse me. Okay, and then you just hang it on your if you hang it on an indoor clothesline, you need to put something down because it might drip, okay? Or it probably will drip. And then if you hang it on an outdoor clothesline, that's totally fine. It just drips on your porch, and that's probably no big deal. But if you have a white porch... Oh, no! Well, that's going to look cool anyway. It's kind of got a rip in it. So this is what the parchment looks like. We're done. After we dry it, we can burn the edges a little bit with a candle, and that's really fun and awesome. So there's one. And look what I made.
That's awesome.
It's parchment paper. I made it out of that.
Treasure map.
Look, I made it out of that with this tea.
That's cool.
I know.
That's like an old treasure map.
Yeah. See you in a bit. Oh, you guys, Peggy visited me this morning and she said to tell everybody hi. And I said, you mean the channel? And she goes, yeah, I want to be on it. So we'll get to see more of my mom when I get moved over there. It'll be super exciting. I'm thinking perhaps the hole happened when I squeezed it. Because I'm squeezing the tea out. So just be super gentle if you don't want holes in it. And it might just happen. And like Alex said, it looks like a treasure map. Goonies. Oh boy. Alright. So that looks nice. And will look nice when we get some burnt edges on there. What do I mean by that? Let me show you. Like this. You can just burn the edges of paper to make it look kind of like it's been through a fire, you know. Can you see that well? Just the edges are just burned there. On my black salt. If you need any black salt, go to the Etsy shop down below. I can make you any of my potions or salts or any of that. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to put all the videos to private and I guess put them on Patreon. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I have to ask my spirit guides because I am confused. Honestly, I started reading books because I saw other people doing it, you know, and I thought, oh gosh, I want to, and it wasn't witchcraft stuff, it was like they were reading food books or whatever their topic was on their channel. I thought, why not help spread this knowledge for the people that can't afford these books, and at the same time I understand that that's taking away from the author, so I'm just feeling really shit right now. Okay, so this one also has a two teeny tiny holes in it. That's kind of cool. Again, it's just meant to look old and roughed and everything. I wouldn't leave it in the tea for over an hour because we got a really good look to that, didn't we? My opinion is don't make the videos down, just on the list them, and then this way you could share them on the Patreon. Yeah, Wiccan, that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to switch all the videos that have reading, which is like 600 videos, over to Patreon. Hey, Ravensong, how are you? I'm putting your package together right now. Wouldn't putting it on Patreon mean you're... That's what I mean, Ravensong. That's why I feel guilty about it, because Ravensong says how I feel. Wouldn't putting it on Patreon mean you're earning money on it, and that would be a deeper violation. That's what I feel in my heart, Ravensong. So maybe I just need to get rid of all of them. You know? I mean, that's what my intuition is telling me, exactly what Ravensong said, because I do make money from the Patreon. Alright, so basically, guys, if you want to view that stuff, do it now, because I don't know how long it'll be up there. I need to talk to you, Drogler, about your pendant, because I can't send any bones out of the United States. They will get taken by customs, so I don't know what we're going to do about your thing. So I'll try and send you a message on Skype. Here's our beautiful parchment paper. I'm going to hang it up on my indoor clothesline, and I'll let you guys watch me do that. Let's get up there. Can we see it? There it is. See it above my door? Up at the top left? This will be fun. I have elderberries up here, and papaya leaves, and echinacea, and fig leaf. No! I'm right behind the door, hon.
Okay, well, there's something for you right outside the door.
Thank you, darling. Appreciate it. Okay. So, I don't have a ton of space out here. I'm going to hang one inside just to show you guys. And then the other ones I'm going to put outside in the sunshine. I suppose... I have something on the clothes rack outside that I've got to show you guys. Do you have elderflowers? I just have elderberries. Medicine and magic. I actually found her from Backwoods Magic reading. That's awesome. And actually, that's the only book that the authors allowed me to read, was Jake Richards said that he thought it was awesome that I was sharing with people. And that's the thing. I feel like in our niche, if I wrote a book and somebody was reading it to the world, I would be so thrilled and happy. But at the same time, I understand that people might have different opinions. But in our magical world, I feel like more people are going to be like, at least we're teaching each other. At least we're learning this stuff. And that was my thought. So we'll see what happens. But if you guys need to note anything down from videos, I've got to take action. So, all right. Be careful. Get up here. Maybe you have to move some things around. Sometimes you do. Get up here. Can you see? You can't see, can you? Darn it. Oh. Just kind of get the edge over and pin it. And we can pin 2 sheets with 3 hangers as long as we're crafty. You've got to be crafty. Turned out good, y'all. It's nice and dark. Still be good enough to read on. I have passion flowers, though. I have so many passion flowers. You did make a video, Wiccan. You know what? YouTube's been unsubscribing me from things. Like, I just like, why aren't they making videos? And then they have been, and I just get unsubscribed. Marilyn Casillas says I don't have to move them or get rid of them. I'm just trying to find out what I need to do. And Dale says I've been many YouTubers read books on their channel. That's what I'm saying. Like, why would they pick me? I'm trying to sell the book, and I'm not even making money off of it. But I'm not going to do it anymore, and I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of the content, but like I'm saying, it might go down. Wait. You have to make that noise when you get on a stool, otherwise it doesn't work. You have to do the well, I do around here anyway. That's the way we do it around here. And it's really wet and delicate, so you're going to want to really be gentle with it. And then also you're going to want to get the fan going. And if you can get the fan going right on it, awesome. But if you can't, then the sunshine is a good spot. So see our parchment papers hanging up there, along with elderberries, echinacea, papaya leaves. I've got a big outdoor clothesline that I try to dry things on, like in the sunshine. And as you can see, it's a lovely day here. I've just been witching. That's why my hair is nuts and there's no makeup. I cannot stop crying for my baby who's gone. The Sparrow is here! Yay! Boop, 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 boop. Love and kisses. I love that, man. Hey, keep censoring it. It's crazy. Yeah, I know, it's alright. So I just emailed the publisher of mine to see if I can read it. That's fantastic! Maybe that's all I need to do. But see, the problem is I've already been reading it, so I'm going to try to get in contact with Scott Cunningham's group of people, like whoever, I don't know if it's Lewin, but maybe it's his family that would be the privilege to tell me. I have no idea, y'all. I think it's just YouTube bots, Jen. I would take no notice. Yeah, they didn't have a channel or anything, or any videos, or any subscribers. So I just like, I don't know. Make them private, and as long as we have the link. That's true. That's true. I could make them private, and then when somebody needed something and they said like, oh, do you know how to do this? I could just send them the video. Yeah. So for now, a lot of them might go private, but I won't get rid of them altogether unless I really have to. Facebook got so ridiculous with the copyrights that if you put a little video in your video... See, and I never do videos in there because I don't edit. Ricky, I know. But if you can't get up on the stool, that really helps. So one thing we've got left over that we're like, we talked about what we could do with all these little scraps of paper that we tore off, right? We can make little petition papers. We can make bookmarks. I'm going to make bookmarks out of them. Like little teeny ones for when you go into a book and it says papayas on 8 pages and you got to mark all 8 pages, yeah? I guess I don't have to do that anymore, but still. So basically when I have my life goals and I'm in my commune in 5 years and I have all my folks with me and my taxidermy witch family and we're together, what I've been doing now with you guys, I would like to do with a group of people. Like, we'll sit down, we'll read, we'll talk about it, but we'll all be in person. And I think it will just be a really good thing and vibe, and we can look forward to that. And I want to have a place where people can come in, learn, eat, spend a week or a month, or come to live. Yeah, a frickin' hippie commune, you know what I'm saying? If we save your videos to a playlist before you make them private, we can view them anyway. Really? That's interesting. I thought that they'd go away. Fairy Hearth Witch, hello, how are you? Yes, it's utterly ridiculous. I thought you said bee's knees, Ricky. That's one of my favorite phrases. It's the bee's knees. Where's the thing? Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. So that's what's going on. Oh, I wanted to say about the tea. I'm gonna go get a book and not read from it, but talk about tea. Let's practice doing this, okay? And I'm not gonna show you the book. Guess what book I'm gonna read it from that? I can't tell you, but I can read some things out of it. Zale, you'll be a permanent resident. I know, get your butt over here. All you have to do is get the guts to come over here. You know? I can't get the guts up to come to the UK right now, but I would like to. On the Cusp Tarot would be there. Think of how much fun that would be. We would not need a television. We would have On the Cusp Tarot there to, like... I feel like me and you could really do some good sketches together. I love improvisation, and I love, like, making voices, and, I've always loved acting, but I've never done it. Like, I never did it in school or anything, but I used to want to do, like, stand-up comedy when I was a kid. I really wanted to do stand-up comedy. I'm in love with Louis Anderson. Do you guys know Louis Anderson? Oh my god. Seriously the funniest guy. I will have to attach some videos of his. I would come visit you, Herbal Medicine says. You said my dream, to create a community of people self-sustaining and everything. Yeah, where people can come in and out and learn, and we have a family that's there. And I don't really care where it is in the US, but up here in the Seattle area, we don't have natural disasters. We have lovely summers. We have a little bit of snow in the winter. Like, it's a perfect place up here to have little caravans or tiny houses on a piece of property that we all buy together. So that's my dream right now, and I love that a lot of you are agreeing with, like, this being a cool thing. We all hang out together anyway every day. Think of how beautiful it would be to touch and hug each other. And I'm not being funny by saying that. I'm being serious. There's those who can guess the book, go buy a copy. So let me go get a book to talk about tea. Okay, and I'm going to refer from it, but not quote it at all. And see, here's the thing. I'm telling you the information, but not the book. To me, that seems lamer than going, buy this book. Here's a little snippet of what it says. But whatever. So I will make a point to try to put on my list of 10,000 things to do, to try and email the publishers of at least Scott Cunningham's books, and see what I can get out of that. You're visiting Portland in September. Can you please come 2 hours to Seattle? If you can come 2 hours to... Oh, wait, September I'll be moving. But I could still spend the day with you on the cusp. If you want to come to Seattle, we can spend a day together. That would be so fun. You will have to meet me. You're so close. Yes, just give me... Find me on Skype, and then we can trade information via the telephone. Hey, me and Uncle Badger would be there too. I know, but you guys gotta get your guts up and just come to the U.S. Just do it. Do it, please. I want to have a British commune in the U.S., okay? That's like my goal. No, I want everybody to be there. There's one in New Zealand that I would love to move to. I watched a video on one on New Zealand this morning. I watched a video on like the 10 biggest communes of the world, and the one in New Zealand looked amazing. There's a couple other ones. We'd come meet you if we come on holiday. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, you will. Absolutely. So Skype, I'm Jen the Taxidermy Witch. Anybody's welcome to find me there. Yes, fantastic. Perfect, perfect, on the cusp. I would love to. Yeah, I'm not on Glide. I have one, but I don't have any friends there, so I don't even know how to use it. Don't we need a green card? I'd happily be an illegal. You don't want to be an illegal here right now, that's for fucking sure. Yeah, you can get a green card, absolutely. All you have to do is marry me. No, I'm kidding. But you can get a green card, absolutely. Just find... There's something that you all can contribute here, and that's all you have to do, right? If we get a green card in the UK, it's harder than getting a green card here, I think. The sound of your phone scared you. Sorry, it was on vibrate so that it didn't freak you guys out, but I guess the vibration was worse. Oh no! It's a shark's tooth, mate. This would be cool. Ooh, yeah. Wouldn't that be cool? On like a little crown type thing. Hey, you found me on Skype. I saw that. You can fly back after 90 days and then fly back again, Zale. That's way too expensive. Was engaged to a guy in Alabama. You were? You've been here, Madam Butterfly? That's awesome. So I've changed things up in my room a bit. I wanted to show you. So back here, where the fairy that Magical Mandy got me, the doll that's like amazingly beautiful, I changed this because my Santa Muerte altar was up here, and now I've moved my Santa Muerte altar down here because it was getting too big. And also I wanted to put the Fae altar next to the dollhouse, obviously. So since we're moving, I went and got the metheglin. You guys remember when I made the video on metheglin? Huh, I read out of a book on that one. I'm going to have to... So I put it in this vintage bottle, the metheglin that I made, which is herbal mead. And then I sealed the cork with wax. And I've had it in the garden for like, I don't know, about a year. And it's still sealed. It's so cool. So I have this up there. I have a candle. And the candle's awesome because I melted it to the colors of her dress. Her dress is pink and green, so I kind of made this drippy candle bottom like that. And then also I have up here at the altar. So I go out and for my Etsy shop, which is listed down below, I go and get hold stones. I found a place in the woods that has like all these hold stones. So what I do... No? So what I do is when I find the hold stone, I put it at the Fae altar. That's a pretty tiny hole. I put it at the Fae altar to bless them in because we use these hold stones. Can you see my eye? Let's see where you can... It's hard to get you guys to see the hole. Come on. It's in through there. Anyway, I find these hold stones. And remember, if you find a stone that's got a hole or two in it, there's some good ones in here, actually, that you might be able to see through. Come on, angles. Well, when you're up close, you can actually see it, but there's two holes in this one. So I make these I either sell them like this or I make necklaces. If you have it on a necklace and you're going out in the forest and trying to view the Fae, you just hold it up to your eye and it's already there. You don't have to search in your pocket for it. If you're going out to look for the Fae, and one way that you can do that is look through these holes in the rocks, which you can't see, but I can see through for whatever reason. They're in here. That's how you see through the veil. So I'm blessing these rocks up on my Fae altar. And then I take them and sell them to you guys on Etsy. So that's what's going on with that. And Santa Muerte altar was getting bigger and bigger. And I wanted to definitely spread that out for her because she's who I'm working with the most right now. I've had a few people come join me on Skype. Perfect. Be a perfect sea witch crown. Oh! Yeah, the shark tooth would be a perfect sea witch crown. It feels so good right here on your head. I can't explain it. It's so flat and smooth. And, yeah, I mean, if you could get something to tie this tightly to your head, like something that was stretchy, I would think having this over the third eye would be really cool. You know, when you pick up something and you're drawn to it, whether you put it here, or here, or here, or on your stomach, sometimes we just pick up these rocks or stones and pull them to where they need to be pulled, whatever energy it is. I just think that's fantastic. This is from Black Moon Coven for Yule. She sent me a lot of things, but this alligator paw was one of them. I love it. I miss my alligator. I sent an alligator over to New Zealand. Got taken by customs. Nobody got paid. I lost my alligator and the person got their money back, and it I paid for shipping. It was like $35 to ship it over, or more than that, and it's so I can't ship any kind of bones, taxidermy, herbs. I can't ship anything out of the country. The only thing I can ship out of the country is art. And jewelry is even hard because if you put bones on the jewelry, the crown takes everything. But even if you send to like Italy and parts of Europe and Russia, I've sent over there, they won't take anything in. But you can order taxidermy from there. So their country will send it out, but they won't let it in. It's so weird. You made a necklace out of your hagstone? That's fantastic. Did you get your hagstone from me? I can't remember, Whitney. Yeah, Dragler, I've got a big long day, but I'm going to really try to figure that out with you. I'm so sorry it's taken so long. Ricky, I've been looking for a hagstone since you told me about them. I can't find them. I need to get that book and read about tea, y'all. But not in the right way, in the right way. No, it was hard to make sure to not get the book in the picture. Okay, I'm trying to catch up, but I'm going to read you guys about tea, and I'm going to put it in my own words. Moon Magic is here. So happy you're here. My husband brought me home some possum bones. Any ideas on how to best use them? Absolutely. Let me grab my book on possums from Moon Magic, and then tell you some words about it, but not talk it. This is hard. Yes, possum. Absolutely. Okay, so we do possums first because Moon Magic is here. Moon Magic, I hope you're still here. Let me try and get in comments. Where did you find them? La 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 la. What doll do you feel like is looking into your soul, honey? I'm not the world's most passionate guy. Are you talking about Claire? Like Claire's looking into your soul, Zale? She is, my darling. She's accessing your clairs, like your clairaudience, your clairvoyance, your clairsentience, your clair... I always forget the last clair. Audience. Clairsentience is the last one. The feel, the feel. I managed to sneak a wasp nest home from Alabama home in your luggage. That's freaking rad. Fury Hearswish says, I missed a lot of the chat. Is Jen putting her videos on private? I have to. You're not allowed to read books. It's a copyright breach if you read books. So what I have to do now is read from books, not tell you what books it's from, and rephrase it. I guess. So I'm going to try and give some information on tea and then opossums. I'm trying to catch up in the chat right now. Many jillion years ago, there's a dinosaurs who live in the UK. Yeah, on the quiet, right? Insane Paranormal. Yeah, you have rocks from saltwater aquariums with holes in them. Okay, they have to be a naturally made thing. So if sometimes aquarium rocks are like made by man, not by Earth, it has to be a stone that's made by Earth. Does that make sense? The Earth wore the hole in the stone. Stones that are in the water often become holed stones. Look at, where did I put it? I rearranged my room this morning. Oh, back here. So when you go to the river, you get these big giant stones with water-worn holes. Now this doesn't have a hole all the way through it, but it's really awesome, and I picked it up at the Columbia River over in Washington. And then up where I live, we have these types, and a lot of them have holes in them to see through the veil. There you can see that hole up there. And then they all at least have one little hole you can see through, because I got this spot I go to, and I guess it's a face spot. I actually don't know that for sure. So the ones with holes I keep up on the Fey altar for them to bless for us. Let's read about the possum as soon as I get caught up in the chat, and then we'll read from about tea. Hello, Karen. How are you? So nice to see you. Okay, Moon Magic, good, you're here. I'm going to start reading in a second. Mount Shasta, that's awesome. Yeah, corals. I have those too. We've done video on corals, and that video's going to have to go down. I pick a topic. I pick 10 books that talk about coral, and then I tell you each book as I go. I mean, I didn't know. This plus Otis is just, and my move and everything is just becoming too much, to be honest. You guys are the ones that save me. Okay, so possum. Making sure you can't. P-L-M-N-O-P-Q-R. I think it's under opossum. L-M-N-O-P. Yeah, okay. So the energies that are the words that are attached to the possum are, you really need to think about slowing down, okay? Solitude, pacifism, and balance, okay? These are attached to the opossum. It relates to the heart chakra. And so here in Seattle, we have possums in the city. And they're very, like, almost invisible at times. They're very stealth. I would use possum bones for stealth. They're awake at night. They're, you know, they're nocturnal. So when you're doing nighttime workings and stuff, that energies would really attach. This is just from my personal opinion, but I'm also taking things from this book. A possum takes its tail, much like a monkey, and hangs from branches, okay? So this will help you relate to balance and things. It's really hard to say it in different words when I'm live. I'm trying. You really need to hang on to life. This is an affirmation for the possum. Just really hang on there when you're vulnerable. And if somebody needs to help you give a lift, then take that help. It's difficult to do this. If a possum is something that you have had since you were a kid, like it's your spirit animal, you are always full of beautiful ideas. So you're a creative. Now, I don't know many possums that are people's spirit animals or that they've loved since they were a kid and they've collected since they were a kid, but they do come up in dreams a lot. Sure, I can look up raccoons, and then I'm going to get to the T. T-E-A. M-N-O-P-Q-R, raccoons. I did a video on raccoons, so I'm going to have to take it down. You should look up Taxidermy Witch raccoons before the video goes down. I mean, I think out of 900 videos, I might have 150 or 200 where I didn't read out of a book. I just feel horrible. Okay, raccoon. You really need to realize that life is happening and you need to go out there. Do not procrastinate or wait. Raccoon may represent some opportunity, truthfulness, intelligence, or dexterity. They're foragers. They follow their mother. They hang out in oak trees. They hang out with their siblings when they go out and crawl around at night. That's usually their family that they're with. They are friendly animals. We see them on their porch a lot. We have videos with them in it, and then I took and read out of this book. If raccoon is your spirit animal, the one that you're really attached to, you feel most content when you are near water. Okay, and that makes sense because we're a couple houses down from a lake, and the raccoons are always here, probably for the water. The chakra that the raccoon relates to is the sacral chakra, okay? So that's the orange one, below the solar plexus and above the root chakra. So it's the orange chakra. They're happiest around water, rivers or lakes. So you're always going to find them there where they have a good food source, you know, fish, other things that are near water. I like this phrase in the book, or this phrase here. Your truth is too beautiful to hide. When it's talking about the raccoon and love. Your truth is too beautiful to hide. Instead, be yourself. Let your love or potential love see you in your glorious imperfection. My favorite word, my favorite phrase is glorious imperfection. Oh, I wish I could have a pet raccoon. Hey, guess what, you guys? I signed in on YouTube on my laptop, so now I can go live from my laptop. I just had to wait a day. Yeah, Sherry Bug D, I gotta take down all my videos that have me reading books, which is almost every video. Yeah, my mama was like, tell everybody I said hi, I want to be on videos. So Whitney, who's here in the chat, has just put on hold one of the juniper bowls. You know, I showed you I have pounds and pounds, like 30 pounds of juniper shavings for pillows, sachets. Oh my goodness, it smells like heaven. But, he made 3 big juniper bowls. He's got blue pine, he's got burl, he's got all these bowls he makes. And Whitney got one. And there's 2 juniper bowls left. They're freaking amazing. I can't wait till you get to smell them, Whitney. And I'm going to fill that whole entire box with juniper shavings for free for you. So my Etsy's down in the bottom if you guys are interested in any kind of bowls. He uses all kinds of wood. I have a list of the woods that he uses, but that blue fir is freaking so beautiful. It's actually like a kind of an imperfection in the wood, I believe, that makes that turn into a blue fir. No, I'm not editing anything. No, absolutely not. I'm just making videos every day and kind of starting over, I guess. So if you, honestly, this week I'm taking down 750 videos or more. So if you guys want to get any of that information, it has to be now. And I'm not trying to pressure anybody, and I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to say, like, I don't know what else to do. I don't want to go to court over reading books. Okay, so we're going to talk about tea because we just made beautiful parchment paper, and we've got all this tea left over. And I'm trying to say, like, I don't want to waste all of that tea, and I could make more parchment paper, absolutely. Maybe I should make more parchment paper, but let's find out the magical energies and things of tea so that we understand what we put onto that paper, what energies we put onto that paper. Copy and paste that into your video description. You guys, that would take so long. I can't, I'm just starting over. Unless somebody wants to come to Seattle and help be my editor or something, I can't. There's too much going on in my life. I'm just taking them down. Or I'm setting them to private for now. Nobody can see them. Till I figure out what to do. Okay, so we're going to talk about tea. And if you guys want to guess what book we're reading from, that's fine. We're not reading from it. We're taking information and telling it to you. So, LMNOP, QRS, T. But I'm really glad that A, I haven't gotten a strike on it yet, and B, I figured it out before I got in trouble, because I already got 2 music strikes, and I can't get a 3rd strike, I don't think. T comes up on a jillion pages, but there we go, 136, 137. Just a moment. 197 to 200. Here we go. Talks about coffee and tea. Mars is the planet of tea. And fire is the element of tea. Mars and fire. And its magical energies give you courage, bring you money, and open your conscious mind. That's all me rephrasing. This is difficult. This is difficult. How do I get the 700 videos on a terabyte or storage device of some sort? No idea. You've got a few days to figure it out, though. Do you have a picture of the bowls? I do, Raven Song. I can send them to you on Skype. Tell me what kind of wood you're interested in. I can't remember all the names, but I'll tell them to you, and Mom's got all the pictures. Absolutely. And you would be helping out myself just a smidge. He gives me $10 a bowl. And then, you know, my uncle, who lives in Idaho and is a retired logger all his life, he's making these juniper bowls. And, well, all kinds of bowls. But we're just all addicted to the juniper, right? So when I get to Mom's, we're going to do a video and show all the bowls in one video. So that'll be good. I know, Nello. I know, honey. Hi, Joyce. How are you, darling? What were we going to ask Joyce earlier? Do you remember what we were saying about Joyce? And then we said, if Joyce was here, she might know. What was it, you guys? What was it we were talking about? For Joyce. I can't remember. Okay, but you're interested in Juniper Raven Song? There's 2 more Juniper bowls. Whitney got 1, and then they're all just a little bit different, but they're very big, like 12-inch bowls. Big round. Girl, pillow poppets, workings, incenses. It's the juniper shavings would be so good in incenses. Holy, like, it's just such a good smell in itself. There's a little bit of lore with tea. There's a little bit of lore that goes along with it. Yeah, 1922 or before, and I have a couple. One's on eugenics. I could read, you know, terrible books, but I don't, you know. So, tea worshippers in China, or tea growers in China, they still worship a god called Lu Yu. And it's like a god of tea. But tea drinking was introduced in Japan in the 14th and 13th century. Many legends and myths associated. A holy man who meditated all the time. It's too hard to rephrase. I can't do this. But we've got the energies, and now we know. Now we know what we can use this for. A conscious mind. And all the other things that I'd said, because I've lost my place. My apologies. I think it was chapter 13. Yeah, I kind of want to throw things right now, so I'm done. What I said before, the energies were tea for, the conscious mind and some other things. Oh, money. Money, conscious mind. What was the first one, y'all? Yeah, Nella, we'll see you soon. I know. All the booktubers show a book, say the title, read parts from it, talk about it. You just can't read from the beginning to end. Okay. But they're talking about it, they're not reading from it. So when I'm reading from it, I'm giving somebody else's art away. And I get that. So we're not really going to talk about it anymore. There's going to be a bunch of videos, like the bulk of my videos, that go to private until I email some authors and figure out what's going on. But I'm not going to erase the time I put into everything this last year. Like, that would make me really sad. So yeah, I guess the saddest thing I can say is that I won't be reading from this book anymore. I will just be able to give you snippets of words, because I'm not really good at rephrasing things. It just sounds worse than the first person who said it. So, it's fine. I'm just going to do things like showing you how to make parchment paper and giving you ideas for workings and finding a way to... I don't even know. Finding a way to make it work. But the good news, and I'm happy that I have a lot of you around that already know about me before I have to just kind of get rid of everything. It's short quotes. So you're saying when I just talk about an herb and I read a little bit out of this, that's okay? Because the person who emailed me this morning said that that was not okay. Jen, I've looked it up for you. You're fine, honestly. Are you sure? Zale, how do you know? How do you know? If that person gets angry at me, all they have to do is email the author and say, there's somebody reading all your books online, you know, and, like, literally you can get taken to court and sued. It's under fair use. Hey, JR, how are you, honey? Wait, please talk to me first. I know about this. Okay, I'll call you after, darling. Because yeah. I'm looks like 750 videos are going to get swapped away. So I love y'all. We made this beautiful parchment paper. I'm going to hang out this one outside, and I'm going to actually make a petition to Bastet, and I'm going to ask her to have, basically, if Otis is with somebody else, I want him to completely forget about me, so that he's not missing me as much as I'm missing him. So, this is the one that I'll hang in the sun. Unless YouTube emailed you, you're fine. So you think I should just wait until I get in trouble? That's what I'm saying. Like, my intuition tells me, don't wait till you get in trouble. You know? Because I've done that before in life and it backfires. Like, So I'm going to talk to JR, I'm going to talk to Zale, I'm going to talk to Thomas Dale and get the information from Insane Paranormal, and I absolutely appreciate everything that you guys have said. Come here, Rosebud! Come here! Quit crying, come here! You guys want to say hello to my kitty that's still with us? Come here, Pooh Bear! Just a sec, I'll go get her. Hey, baby! You need love! You need love! No, come here. Come back. Everyone's asleep. Come here, my little kitty. Come here. Hey. Hey, Pooh Bear. Hi, Pooh Bear. Hi, baby girl. This is my little kitty. This is my little Rosebud. There's you, Rosebud. Do you see yourself? Pretty kitty. Pretty kitty. Shh, 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 shh. Rosebud kisses. Yeah. Good girl. Such a good girl. Such a good girl. Jen, what was you doing to what? What was you going to show us hanging outside? Oh, just the parchment paper that I was going to hang on my clothesline outside. Looks like your cat Blackie. That's so funny, Drogler, because my first cat in the world was pure black. And she came to me from the woods when I was 3 years old. And she was an adult cat. It was kind of weird. She came to me from the woods. And, we called her Blackie. And then later on in life, that became a really rude term, but it wasn't meant to be like that at all. She's a beaut, yeah. She knows she's not supposed to be in my room, that's why she's like, what am I doing in here? Yeah, her eyes are so pretty. Oh, Uncle Badger said, hello, Puss Puss. Hello. Raven Song, I don't think it's a copyright infraction if you're not earning money on it. Yeah, but see, the thing is if I read it, I'm taking away from the author's earnings. But I feel like I promote it so much that that's not the case. Say hello, puppy girl. Say hello. Oh, she's such a lover. She loves and loves. She just loves and loves. Oh, looks like your kitty too, Sherry Bug. Oh, she's such a good girl. She's such a good girl, aren't you, baby? Yeah, Mommy loves you so much. Yeah, exactly, Whitney. I've always told people, if this book cost $1,000, I would make payments today. Like, I can't live without these books, and I'm always telling people that. So, I just wish that, I need to feel good about it, and as soon as I can figure it out, I'll be okay. Please don't leave, Rosebud. I want you to stay. Don't leave. Whoop. Thank you, Wicca Mohan. Yeah, she's a pretty baby. She sure is. I think she thought looking at herself was trippy. Dude, my cat will knock everything in your room over. And yeah, she's not allowed in here because of, I have so much, fragile stuff everywhere. Bones and doll heads and porcelain and everything. And they like to try to get up there, and it's like, what? So they're not allowed in here, and that's why she's frigid on my lap right now. Mountain Butterfly says you think everything will be fine. Well, I sure hope so, because that's out of one here on YouTube, that was the first comment I got that said that, and it was on the book Thomas gave me on the OM. On the OM. Jen, hey, I bought a new copy of Cunningham's Green Book because of you. I can vouch that you're more of a promoter of them than a director of their earnings. Okay, well, I really feel that way too, especially with Cunningham's books. I'm always backing that up. I threw a birthday party for Scott Cunningham on my channel. I mean, I'm really, really, really trying to honor the author, and I mean, I know you guys know how much I care about Scott Cunningham, but it's just such a really deep connection. I just don't want to stop reading his books. Why are you leaving? Stay. Don't go, Rosebud. You literally got your book package of the Green Book while listening to this today. You push sales. Well, thanks, you guys. So I guess especially with Cunningham, I just really need to contact the whatever author and just say, hey, I've been making these videos and trying to sell this book for you guys because I'm so passionate about it, and I've got, 50 or more people interested in this book or buying this book, and I hope you let me continue to do my videos. I don't monetize my channel. Did you get in a fight? Hey, she got a big mark under here. If you don't want to be in here, I'll take you out, but you're not going to jump down. Okay, I'll be right back. Here, Coco Bear. Here you go. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. I'll be out in a minute to play with you, okay? I'm really busy, Rosebud. Ah! Mother of crud. I'm so sorry. Okay, so we've got 35 people here. We're just kind of catching up on what's going on. All I can do is take what you guys said, talk to the people that know about this stuff for sure and that I love and trust, and make a decision. But I guess the reason I'm telling you this now is because I want to give you time to prepare. Like, if you need to get things in your Book of Shadows, if you need to rewatch a video on an oil. Remember, most of my oils are based on Lady Grave Dancers, and it says that right in the title, so, or in the description. So if you, now it's not like exactly like hers because I changed it up a bit, but if you kind of want like a second generation oil or whatever, because I look up to her as my mother of witchcraft, the Wetland Publishing will probably not have a problem. It's very good people there. That's awesome, Raven Song. And that was kind of my thought, was like, all of us people in this section of the spiritual, world and what we're doing here with the craft, we're all very giving. And I feel like most of us aren't in it for money. Most of us are in it to spread the word and get more people understanding, like, awakening and opening the pineal gland and seeing what's really there, getting a chance to see through the veil. And I just don't feel like you can do that without the information, as well. And I feel a huge passion for Scotty's writings. Hey, Rosebud, I'll be right there. She sits on the couch and looks at me and cries. If I shut my door, she comes to the door and cries. She's very loud. If they are smart, they will say, okay, they should know we buy books, decks, etc. after watching YouTube. Yeah, totally. No, it's not for the money, I just started after, a year making more than $20 a month, And I'm so appreciative for the people who are my, 4 Patreons that were there for 6 months before I started talking about it in every video. Now that I've been talking about it in every video, I get a person a day that adds $1 a month, and that's so special because it really does, at the end of the month, that's $30 new. And that's more we can do with the channel. It's just fantastic. When I grow, the channel grows. The oil videos? Yeah, I guess I wouldn't have to take them down. I didn't read in them. You're right. You're right. I guess I just have to look at every video. I'm not going to watch it all the way through, but just think about what I did in it and have to give it a guess. I don't even know. There's still ones up that have music. I have to take those down. So I may be starting from scratch, putting them all to private until I can figure out what to do. I don't know. But within this next week, some little things are going to be changing. So I'm giving you guys a warning. I know, Zale. I'm sorry. I really try not to cry because I know that your empathy makes you not even be able to watch sometimes. And I'm sorry. I'm not trying to push it out to you guys. I'm trying to get my message out without crying. Okay. So I am going to let this chat be finished. And I'm going to have a chat with a couple of friends. And then I need to make a Patreon video, which I'm going to do. And it'll all be super exciting. Do you guys want to see the besom that I made yesterday up close? I would love to show you the final product. And remember, if you want one in a mini size, like this big, I can make one for you and send it to you. I have tons of these big sticks and things left over. When I thinned it out, it got really, I got a lot out of it. And I ended up putting 13 peacock feathers in it. 13 feathers to ward off the evil eye. This broom is to get bad energies out and ward off the evil eye and evil spirits. Like, if you have a fight in your house or an argument and somebody blows up and leaves, you could take this broom and get it the F out. What do you think? Isn't it cool? So, I guess I can't really show you the whole thing because it's too big, but isn't that fun? So those peacock feathers look like evil eye wards, and so peacock feathers are great to ward off the evil eye. And so after you clean your house and your floors are clean, you take the broom and you keep it a couple inches off the floor and you're just sweeping up. Oh! Oh my god, I hit Effie. Are you okay, boo? Do not fall. That would be like the worst thing in the world. I might take her down and put her on my bed. I'm probably gonna. That just scared the crap out of me. If she falls, everything falls. That would be the craziest blooper video. But here we go. And this is how big it is. I did trim it down a bit. This is the back. The back doesn't have feathers. The back just has that beautiful wormwood so you can see it. And then it's nice and thin, like I said, making it thin so it looks like a broom and not a bush at the bottom. And then all the peacock feathers and the stars at the top, which you guys said to put on there, which I agree with. And then we've got 7 binds, or no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 binds on this top. And then we've got a nice top here that's just kind of rough and looks all uneven. And this is all wormwood. All of this is wormwood. It's so cool. I'm so proud of this. And I did not take any advice from any book for this. It was just, I made it on my own with my own knowledge. So these are the type of videos I'm going to try and have to do. And I'm quite excited about it. I really wanted to share Scotty's knowledge, and so I just need to get an okay, I guess, for that. Oh, Joyce, you don't have to do that. Thank you, though. You guys like it? Came out awesome? Thanks, Wiccan. I appreciate that. Yeah, Effie, I know, that was a big one. We're going to take her down and put her on my bed right now. Do you guys want to see me take Effie down? Tess is here! Tess, look at this. Isn't that so cool? So I can make you guys a mini one if you want. I've got lots of wormwood left. And look, it just has the coolest place in my room. I store it this way because I like to see the feathers. There. Isn't that just like powerful symbol in the room? I feel like it's a powerful symbol just right up in the room, like I'm protected, guarded, beautiful stuff. So let's see if you guys want to take Effie down with me, or if you want me to do it alone. It's beautiful. Thanks, guys. You guys make me feel so good. Up a few blocks from me, the people have peacocks. I stalk them all the time. When I grew up as a kid, okay, cover your ears if you don't want to hear me make the peacock sound. When I was a kid, there was a peacock farm down the road, and they had like 10 of them. I think they used them for eggs, which when I was a kid, I think we got to eat peacock eggs, which is kind of like crazy because you're not supposed to do that. I don't know, it's kind of like a taboo. Same with swans and like other birds that are like precious. Do you know in the UK it's illegal to eat swans and only the royals can eat swans? That makes me want to eat one, I'm just saying. You'll watch? Okay, let's take Effie down. We're going to put her on the bed. So I need to clear off the bed, and you guys can just have a chit-chat, and we'll do that, and it will be fun. Whitney says, if you can't protect yourself with that, Besom, I don't know what to tell you. Exactly. It's frickin' wormwood, the whole thing. And the clacking of the wormwood sounds so good. So I'm going to clean off my bed, and you guys chit-chat, and then we'll move Effie. It'll be a grand old time. Thankfully, I cleaned my room. See all the stuff I have over my bed? I'm going to start just hanging wormwood over my bed, so like spirit communication when I sleep. I think I'm just going to hang it from the ceiling. All the ones that I'm waiting to sell, just absorb all that goodness rather than them being in a box until you buy them, you know? Wormwood, I have so much of it. Okay. Effie, you're coming down, darling. Are you excited? We're having a move. It's going to be so good. Our move is going to be so healing. Our move is going to be such a blessing. So we're going to get her down. She's the queen. Huh? Oh. Oh. Thank you. Yep, I do. I've got wormwood in all shapes and sizes if somebody needs it. And my Etsy shop's down below. Okay, let's do this. I know you want to see it, so put you here. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it.
Can't create any more though.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, ready? Nothing. I'm making a video. We need some smoke. We need some smoke, y'all. Shit, my ultralight's low. So, I'm just going to do some protective symbols around her before I take her down. I do give her offerings. I've been giving her offerings every day since Otis has been gone. Catnip, fresh meat, and then I take it down. I leave it up there for a couple hours and take it down. What else do I give her? Sometimes jewelry. Cleanse you guys. That's for you. I sell these on my Etsy shop. White sage. I sell Palo Santo, sandalwood, abalone shells with I just go look at the Etsy shop. These are listed in the abalone shells with feather smudgers. So you can go like this with a feather. Yeah, we all need a cleanse. We're good. I'm feeling better. Are you guys feeling better? Okay. All right. We're ready. Nervous. Everybody who has Etsy orders. So Whitney here, who's here in the chat, she ordered a human rib bone. I went out to Seattle and got it for her. She's getting some free things here. She's getting some deer tongue for communication. These rosewater massaged pieces of deer tongue that I dehydrated. You use it for communication, use it for a gossip working, use it to shut somebody up. And then everybody who has an Etsy order this week is getting wormwood. I'm doing a bundle of wormwood for everybody. And then I always throw in like a chicken's foot or a little piece of a beehive or whatever. Every order gets a free little bit, and every order gets wormwood this week. So that's great. Okay, Effie. She's at me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah. Woo. Hi, Dar. Oh my god, you're so pretty. Oh. Yes. This is a much better spot for you. You can just sleep with me. Ah! I'm so much happier with that. We made that shelf just for Effie. Our bed used to be under it. But I'm going to sleep with her now because I have a bed and, well, I sleep in it alone anyway, so might as well have my baby there. Here's my Etsy orders I'm getting ready. I sold my Bastet bag. Super excited about that. Lots of stuff going on. Wormwood crown back there that I made with mink bones. Dried currants for Raven Song's incense. I've got a road opener oil here. When I do my road opener oils, let me just show you this. I did a video on Patreon on how I made a road opener for somebody else. When you make it for somebody else, it's different than when you make it for yourself. And on YouTube, I have the road opener oil that I made for myself. And then it's different when you make it for somebody else. So, I basically got it all set up here, and all she has to do is add the oil. There's a key inside that mixes up the ingredients. You see, that key has been used to open doors, okay? Then on the outside I've taped an orange candle, because orange is the color for road opening, and she's going to burn it on the top until it comes down, and then she's going to put it out with her saliva. All the ingredients for the road opener oil are inside of there already, and she just needs to add the oil, whatever oil she chooses. Doesn't Effie look good back there? I'm so excited to have her on the bed. Huh? Come here, Rosebud. I know. Let's see what else. Like, for instance, I have somebody that ordered Florida water, and they are going to also get a bit of wormwood, okay? So, they ordered this, and I'm throwing in a bundle of wormwood. Somebody ordered a jar of organic juniper berries, and I'm throwing in a chicken's foot with painted nails. I just kind of use my intuition on what to put with what, but I always put, like, gifts in everything. Yeah, look at Effie's eyes, exactly. Man, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. So that's what I'm up to today, and I'm getting these orders out and getting things done. I need to make a Patreon video, and then perhaps later on tonight we'll come on live again. So I have to tell you how much I appreciate the information that you guys are giving me and helping me with these new worries. Because I honestly, because I saw everybody else doing it and nobody's ever talked about it. In a year, no one's ever told me until today, you cannot read from somebody else's book. I'm like, okay. So, I love you guys so very much. And I'll see you soon. I'll see you on Patreon. I'm probably going to be throwing a jillion videos that way from the early days, you know. But we'll see. If I've read out of books, I don't want to make any money on it, that's for sure. Love you more. Alright, so Zale, since you're in the UK, I'm going to try and contact you now, and then right after that I'll contact you, JR, because you're my time. So, love you guys super much. If you enjoyed this video, please put a like. If you didn't enjoy this video, put in the comments why you didn't enjoy it so that I know, and then I can make things better. Talk to you soon.